Hi, this is Ben Baxter with Accent Software. Wanted to bring a quick tip to you on Business Central. One of the newer features specifically around APIs and connecting to different data sources or outside programs is a great feature that gives you a lot of control on how to connect and provide the data that you need for specialty reports. So what I'm doing is I did a search for web services. This is where you want to go. This kind of houses all of the different connection pieces, the different data sets, and gives you your OData and SOAP URLs to be able to connect data within the environment to outside sources. But let's say I've looked through this and I don't quite see what I'm wanting to see, so I want to create my own. So the nice feature is up here under Actions, New Document, Create Dataset. And I, as a person that loves to be very efficient, would do a personalization and move this out here, but I wanted to leave it here so that you knew how to find it. But when you use this Create Dataset, it opens up this wizard. And what you're going to do is you're going to come in and tell it I want to either create a new data set, copy an existing one, or edit an existing data set. In this case, we're going to just create a brand new one. So I'm going to call this Demo Item Ledger. And what this is going to do is I'm going to define the fields that I want from my item ledger table and any filter sets that I may want to provide. When you reduce the fields, you filter down the data, what you're doing is you're speeding up the connection from your data source, being Business Central, to the third-party tools such as Power BI, so that you have a very fast connection, very fast update of that data. And then I need to select page, which I'm going to leave it on. You could use query if you had queries set up, but I'm going to use the item ledger page. So to do that, I'm going to do a search for item ledger. And it's going to search through my available pages. They are list pages, and the item ledger is the one that I want. So I say OK, and then I hit next. This shows me the fields that are available in the item ledger entry, and I can simply include or exclude them by just toggling that box over there on the left. So if entry type's not important, which I think it should be, it's one of those fields that you can apply great filters to, then I could simply exclude it by unchecking the box. Now, of course, I said entry type is a good one, so we're going to leave it on there. But I come down, I scroll through my available data sources. So serial number, lot number, those would be important things when I'm running through an item ledger entry and trying to build reports based on it. But you make your selections. Once you're finished with that, you can come down and add filters. What the add filters does is displays the fields that are visible in your data set. So anything that is marked as include now has a filter option here on the left. It doesn't mean it's the only filter you can apply. It's just the quick filter options that they're going to give you to start with. You can still use the plus filter and filter on fields that are not in your data set. So you still have that capability here. Now, if I wanted to lock this down to a specific starting date, I could still do like a 1/1/24 and then have it go on. And so now any item ledger entry after January 1st of 2024 will be included in my data set. But if I had 20 years of history that happened before that, they're excluded from this data set. And so that's a good way to, again, shorten up your amount of data that the system has to process and send. But at the same time, you need to make sure that that's data you don't want included in your report, because at that point it is not. So that's how you can apply filters. Once you are finished with your filters, finished selecting the fields you want, you simply hit publish, and that will create the new data set. It'll give you a confirmation, and it'll give you the OData URL that you could use to connect to your Power BI report or whatever it is. Now I can also hit finish. Now once you have published that, you can come back to your list. You do need to hit reload in order for it to pull in that new web service or API call that you just created, the new data set. And then I can simply do a search for it. So we'll just do demo. And there I can see my page, API, URLs, all of the connection information that I would need to be able to connect that to my reporting service, my third-party software tool, whatever I'm using this data set for. So that's the quick tip. Hope that helps get you started with using your business data and connect it to other sources to help you drive decisions, do better analytics, and just drive your business forward. If you have any questions on this or other aspects of Business Central, please reach out to the Accent Software support team. We really like helping businesses utilize the software platform and hope we can do the same with you.